Welcome to day 447 of The Journey Begins. Our streamer in the other ear, but it looks like they're going to be heading off soon. So we might go to Kyle Hill eventually, who's doing some science streaming on StarCraft, I believe. But we'll cross that stream. So for now, we're in day 447. We're in Overmorrow. We're going to do some more work on the Dawn Bridge on the other side of Adventurer's Gate here. Oh, hello. Apopla Tri official. Sorry about the if I'm butchering the name there, but thank you for joining from Blue Sky. We're gonna take a nap here so we can do some work in daylight. I think we have enough rockets for what we're trying to do today. Yeah, and then we'll have to go get some more from our stash, but we're trying to clear out this bit here today. So we're going to start off in the back here and kind of work our way forward. We have see how much work we've done here, but we have a bit more work to do on this side. But you working on any Minecraft project yourself, Aplopetri? Oh. We still have some durability on our non-soak touch, so who else? All right. Yeah, we're going to be quiet for a little second here, but we'll be back in just a second on audio. Yeah, game is going well so far. Okay. Yeah, so we're doing a lot of terraforming and landscaping in our world now. So the stone here we're going to send over to Haven's End, which is our project in the Nether. So that's one of the reasons we're not moss mining the stone here. All right. And the dirt we want to keep because we need that for putting in, replacing the sand in Overmorrow. So part of Overmorrow was a desert area, and part of it was kind of grass. So it's going to be a little tricky sometimes when we try to do, we can do snow golems, but they can only be on probably about half of the city. Because we made that mistake where we put our where our clerics are. we put some snow golems there and they melted right away. So made that mistake, learned our lesson. And we can't do, although that would be kind of an interesting mob if you could do the way you have like packed ice won't melt versus regular ice in the desert. If you could do like a packed snow golem. And let me see. Yeah, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So I'm trying to watch all the chats. So if I don't see a chat, feel free to repeat, and when I see it, I'll do my best to answer and respond. And yeah, we're day 447, and I'm leaning towards maybe trying to turn that into a different time system so that we don't get to, you know, day 1000 necessarily. At least without some kind of intermediate. So what we mean is maybe when we get to like day 500, that would be year 1. So kind of redefining what we mean by day and year. And since we're close to 500, I think we might shoot for something like that. So year 1, day 1 would be like day 501. Which is something we would have to explain or put in like our info sections, since it wouldn't follow a real world time. But I think that's something we want to go for is loosening the connection to real world and leaning into the kind of sci-fi fantasy imagination kind of world. Right, so let's grab some more stone here. I don't know if we'll get through all of this today, but again, we are going to try to do some more streams for the next at least 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. We'll see how things go. All right, so, and yeah, I mean, today's probably going to be a fairly regular hour and a half stream. Once we hit affiliate on Twitch, we'll probably do more 2-hour streams. At least on weekends anyway. We'll shoot for 2-hour streams and shoot for upping any weekend we miss outside of vacations. Try to get at least 4 hours a week in on stream. Because we're starting to make more progress. So Haven's End, the foundation is coming along nicely. It's going to be a big project clearing out all the nether above that. But as that clears out, the views are going to be nice. And then, oh, we're not. And then once the foundation is done there, then we're gonna throw in the end into the mix and start on our project there. For now, it's a Dyson's ring, but we might lean more into that to give it some more color. I don't know if we want to keep it as kind of dark. I mean, our Dyson ring would be colorful, but we don't want it to be too dark all the time, and we want to find a good way to introduce it into our story verse. So, okay, we got some. Yeah. Which the advantage here is we get more time to chat once we, which will be nicer once we get a little bit bigger community. But also the kind of goal and vibe we're going for is more of a slow-paced, larger projects. We'll have smaller projects within those, but we're not going to focus on the combat side of things. We might get into some, you know, farming, more technical stuff later, but that would be much further along. So far, so good on the game. Got a lot of dirt here. Collect. Ooh. Chest up there. So once we get to that, we can probably dump off some of our resources we don't need. We're going to keep the dirt. We want the diorite, but that'll give us some cobblestone up there. Okay, that works. So, how high is this? So let's clear out this because we need to get everything down to uniform level. That night's going to be falling soon. We're going to have phantoms to deal with unless we go sleep, which I don't want to do. Although I guess we could have brought a bed with us. Maybe when night hits, we'll go back to our stash and grab a bed so we can work here. Because we do want to build this out a little bit more once we get it cleared off. We want to make this kind of a have more story to the bridge and, you know, watchtowers along the way and things like that we want to build out. Some of those smaller projects that we were talking about. So let's see. So we're getting pretty close. We're taking it down to 67, so we're what, six blocks up. Go. Maybe we'll do it this way. We'll do around the world kind of thing, and it gets smaller on each side every time we go around. Which the downside to this, instead of going up and down along the side, is the pause reduces a little bit of the efficiency, but versus the quick mining, but which we also don't have a beacon. We haven't fought the Wither in this world yet. And we've only fought the dragon once, which are other things we want to put on our bucket list of things to do. So we got stuff over here we didn't pick up. We can dry out mud to clay, but I don't think we can dry out clay into. Although that would be a nice mechanic, making dirt renewable. And then if you could dry out dirt into sand or something like that, like actually be nice. I mean, there might be something to say how you convey the stages of drying, but I think mud to clay to dirt to sand would it be a large leap for people to figure out? All right. Cool. I guess we should have done that. It's back and forth on the sides, but anyway, here we go. Making a lot of progress here because once we get this to this little dirt spot there, the front will be done, and then we just have this little back in the very end, which won't take very long. And that'll be where it kind of spills out onto the world and put some dirt paths and drawbridge and whatever kind of way we want to decorate that, but that'll be down there. Okay. Chat is looking okay. But if anyone in chat has questions or anything they want to bring up, feel free. Any language is fine, so long as I can Google Translate it. And if you can do both, whatever language and English, that would be great, and give me a chance to learn something. Right, so let's refill up already. We did fill up, so we need a chest to dump some stuff in. Okay. Is that so? Let's go up here and do a quick pickup. And if anything with audio or video looks off or be better, you know, please let me know in chat as well. We are trying to up the quality of things. One thing on my list is to up the quality of our left-hand bar. We want to probably keep the cam and to kind of show the different devices we're using to play Minecraft. And then probably maybe a slideshow of some of the projects we have underway for people to kind of a visual of what they might want to vote on in the future to continue working on. I'm thinking about putting some stats as well of the accounts that we play with. So we play with 3 accounts. our main account here, and then we have a AFK account and a called Spirit account. So we use that for the dangerous jobs over lava and whatnot, so we can just do some quick building there and keep sending it out until we get it done. I don't think we get a death counter on that like I was hoping for, but we get like number of blocks, distance traveled, and I think number of mobs dispatched. We might put something like that there. I just gotta figure how to kind of lay that out so that it's readable and reads reads well, as in being able to read the text, but also reads well and the information is easy to get between the side. We don't want to clutter it with too much. And we could also do multiple sidebars that we could kind of toggle between, or other info bars that we could pop up with in OBS, like create other scenes that we could display info as it's interesting. Which is another reason we want to kind of grow the community and figure out what people are interested in seeing. Is it things that the game can track, or things that we need to create counters for? Yeah, so that is our plan. If you want to be part of that, or know someone that wants to be a part of that, you know, feel free, or spread the word, or give us a look on a Linktree. Nightbot not showing. Oh, that's right. Nightbot won't show it because we don't have Pretzel going. Since we're multi-channel streaming with Restream, we're not using Pretzel because we could get the approval to do more than just the streaming on Twitch. Like send in the email to get approval to have the music be available on YouTube and whatnot, but we haven't done that, so we just keep the music off whenever we do the multi-stream. But I think there are some other services out there that are more stream available, that have less restrictions. I don't know what the variety of music there is like, or if you get the same kind of setup with Pretzel where you can build playlists and skip and whatnot if you have the paid version. Because I do like the chip tunes on Pretzel. So we'll need to look into those other services eventually. But for now, we're also trying to focus on the description and engagement. So we're trying to limit the music to just the Minecraft music. Guessing it's not coming over. Although we did have the option to change it to our capture card today, but I don't hear any of the mic. Coming across. I have to investigate that. The mic issues when we set our cache to the max for our Shure SMB7 using Focusrite Scarlet 1 seems to be working fine as long as we don't have too much going on the streaming PC. So we're piping our gaming set up into our capture card and then piping that into gaming PC, which is newer than the PC we were using, but older than the gaming PC. And also not really intended for like, you know, gaming video processing. So it does the job, but something a little beefier might help with the audio too. But so far it seems to be holding out. Oops. Gravel. Everything. Okay. Where were we going with that? I guess anyway, along the way we're trying to build quality and build a community. And making sure that we're setting the right expectations for what everyone gets out of and can put into the. Don't want to waste anybody's time. So this is go. I don't think the pickaxe has enough durability to get through all of it, but I think we're gonna get really close. I think we'll pop up and down now. Oh, no. So let's pop up and down on this side then. Because we have that big cavern there. I keep doing this. So back and forth. Oh, we did cut it off here. Okay. So let's pick up this little piece here. And keep going. Okay. By 120. Got what? 4 or 5 more axes here. Get it down another level. There we go. 3 more passes. I don't know how this little chunk dwindled down. Let's go grab our cobblestone and whatnot. Grab all some of that. Okay. Our dirt and our gravel takes care of that. Okay. Grab a couple carrots. Then we'll start our work from down here. Still got to be careful that we don't fall into any caverns, because we know there's some caverns below this bridge. Yeah, okay. Somewhere around here, there's a second cavern. We've found one system that we lit up, at least most of it. But we found a second system that either we couldn't find an entrance into it from the other one, or it's a totally separate system that just happens to be really close. But either way, we want to make sure we get all of that lit up so that we can push the mob spawn away from Overmorrow. And that should help make our zombie spawner more efficient as well. Alright, so cut through here. Night. Okay. Yeah, we're lit up enough, and I think we can do some work down here. We shouldn't have too many spawns to deal with, and the phantoms won't come into play as long as we have something above us. I don't know if that actually prevents the spawn. Might prevent it, but they definitely don't swoop down as long as we're under something. As long as we have a block over our heads. Alright, so let's continue our progress here. We have gravel here. Okay, we're going to need to put down torch so that we can actually see on stream as well. Okay. Clear out all of this. That means we won't have to change tools later. So let's go back and forth. Okay. This might be one of them. Need to do something with that. Oh. Gravel. Okay. Oops, resume game. So we need a crafting table to turn that coal into a block. I think we have a crafting table up here somewhere. Yeah. We have a crafting table and storage spot, so drop off our block and our coal. And our granite. Right, so let's add another little bit here. Every block we take down now is one we don't have to take down later. And okay. So let's see if we can cut all the way up. We need to put some torches down though, because we won't be able to see anything on the stream if we don't. Okay. Let's cut through this section here. And we can put a drainage thing or something over this cavern here and explore that later. And let's back and forth this for a bit and we'll have more cobblestone and we'll be that much closer to getting this all cleared out. There's a lot of gravel here. Okay, so let's let our pickaxe do its thing. Oh, we did explore, so one of those tunnels that we explored earlier probably took us up over here. And we just didn't realize it. Because I remember this bridge from somewhere. Well, I'll call it a bridge. Right. Very close. Now we can see, like, we have this goes down. That looks like it goes down much deeper there. Need to. This is where we would send our spirit account because that would be a dangerous task and we don't want to lose all of our gear. Not that we don't have plenty of diamond gear, and we have some templates that we could use to replicate our netherite gear, although I really don't want to do that because I'm not a fan of that mechanic. I think if they were gonna, I think if Mojang was gonna do it, there should have been another armor. I don't know, add, you know, I mean, you have netherite, but, you know, add dragon scale or something. And then the mechanic is on something new versus changing the way things were before. Because if part of the design philosophy when you update is not changing any blocks that user placed, then changing a mechanic users are used to as well falls into the same bucket for me. But we just have to find ways around it, so we just created another account that we don't give armor to. Well, we give it gold armor and another, so we don't get hassled by piglins, but we never give it any diamond or anything like that. It just give it a couple blocks to place if it's exceptionally dangerous, and eventually the job gets done. If it can place one block per pass, then we're successful. Our frames per second seem to be dropping. Okay. Back. Hopefully that was just a hiccup. Alright, so let's pass this here. Is this the front? Oh yeah, but this is totally the front. Alright, well. Totally being... This is where it all stops, okay. Or all starts, I guess. Another one of our plans for gunpowder farm. We were kind of laying out here and then decided to build something in Overmorrow to kind of test out the design before we build it into the bridge. We're doing okay. We got about 15, 20 minutes, or what we're going to shoot for. There's some other things we need to prepare for. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll do a little work from this side now and kind of work it from both ends. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. That works. That works. Back and forth this for a bit, and yeah. So if anyone has any thoughts or questions in chat, again, feel free to post those and we'll do our best to answer. Minecraft, the story, our streaming setup, the quality of the stream, video, audio, like that, feel free. Oh, and I think what we're getting at early on the audio is, it seems to be good, although occasionally I hear a crackle, but I'm thinking that might be more actual stream related, like latency versus the what is going out. It's just me, the paper seems to have more white in it than I remember. Maybe it's just the side facing. So let's zip through this. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's that. Okay, so let's run over here. Because it looks like we're out of space. We can do the gravel. Put in that. Granite. Okay. Grab all of our stone here. Yeah, so we have about 100 blocks to go. I mean, not all of it is going to be solid, but we're at what, 180 or so, and I think it's up there a little past the chest where things start is around 70 on the z-axis. So it'll take a bit, but we're making progress. That in. Okay. So we'll just jump up here and grab all of our dirt. Put in cobblestone, granite, the site, and more granite. Okay. It's this. So I think we'll work it till we get down to 170, and that'll get us down to exactly 100. Assuming it is 70 on the other side. It was about that. But I think that 170 would be a good stopping spot. because we're close to an hour. Maybe we'll place down some of the diorite, or maybe we'll just store it. Same with the dirt. All right, so and thank you, Battery Official again for the follow. I need to double check why we didn't get an alert on screen for that. I see the follow and stream element. I guess I did. Could have been something stream that as well. I don't remember if that was that Streamlabs? That might have been Streamlabs. So, but there was something that should have appeared on stream. Which is yet another reason larger community, so we can test some of that and make sure that we're giving recognition appropriately. Okay. This do it? This might actually do it. Yeah, we're 170, so when we get this one cleared out, maybe we'll go put some, well, we'll have to sleep first, but we'll... put some of the diorite down. Okay. Some of the stone there. Okay. Carrot while we're under this tree. That gives a nice view there. Dawn Bridge. It's not really a haul in, but we're kind of focusing more on adventurers than heroes, but maybe we could Dawn Bridge or Hall of Heroes. Yeah, we build a Hall of Heroes somewhere else, but the idea was the torches are kind of not memorials, but in memory of someone going for an adventure. Okay, so these two here. I think, was it here? This one I think goes down deeper. This one I think was explored mostly. Anyway, I think we're gonna take a sleep, put down some diorite, and then eventually we need to get back to the bamboo farm. We're experimenting with some ideas for that. Not looking for necessarily the most efficient farm, just something that we can put in that hole and works and generates enough bamboo that if we wait around or enough people are in the area that the farm will be on. So I need to check and then figure out some kind of like visual marker spawn, because spawn is actually not like 0, 0 here. It's actually somewhere closer to the iron farm and tower here. So we need to figure out what the block radius is when you spawn in, what things we can put in there or should put in there. But that's something we'll do because it's more technical, so we need to take some time to do that. So that's not something that we're intending to do right away, getting more of the foundational stuff down first. It's another one of those, once we hit affiliate and do our 2-hour streams, those are the kind of things that we'll throw into the idea. Right, so okay. Let's do this. Every 2 means that we can still walk between the levels and we can still fly through them relatively easy. But it gives us a nice visual when we're far enough away to see how prominent and imposing the wall will be once it's kind of has some more texture and stuff to it. And give us something we can experiment, because we have a lower level project in each of the dimensions, but the wall will be our, at least for now, it's our only planned evergreen project. Since nothing should be built in the north, south, so adventuring in the north and building in the south, the wall should, you know, basically extend to the edge of the world, which is, what is that? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's several million blocks in each direction, so 20, give or take. If anyone knows that off the top of my head, you know, feel free to put it in chat, but it's several million in each direction. Good timing. So we're gonna finish whatever diorite we have, and then we're going to, oh, we did finish. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go over to our, one of our farms over here where we put the dirt. Is there dirt? Here's our dirt. And drop our dirt off, and then we're gonna call it there. So with this, thank you for joining. The journey begins. We'll see you sometime tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier, for when the journey continues. If you want to see more of what we're working on, you can check out Linktree. That's linktr.ee/mindtripmedia. That will have links to our Blue Sky, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, our other projects. The VODs for this are on YouTube on a link there. The world download is there on GitLab. Our mostly Lego build channel is there as well if you're interested in checking out something else. It's all there. And again, we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues.